that feeling that the internet just gets you, like it knows exactly what you're looking for, sometimes even before you do? Well, that's not magic, it's personalization. And it's gone from being a cool trick to something we all just expect. So today, let's break down how artificial intelligence is making this happen, turning every single click into a real conversation and ultimately a customer. But first, why should we care? It really comes down to this one number. 300%. That's the average return on investment that companies see when they actually put AI personalization into practice. A number like that completely changes the conversation from, should we do this? To, okay, how fast can we possibly get this done? So here's our game plan for this explainer. First, we'll talk about why this became a new expectation in the first place. Then, we'll dive into the AI revolution that made it all possible. After that, we'll look at the real-world impact on the bottom line, learn from the giants who are absolutely crushing it, and finally, take a peek at the road ahead. All right, let's kick things off with Section 1, a new expectation. And the subtitle here really says it all. Good enough just doesn't cut it anymore. So here's the fundamental problem, and it's a doozy. Every single one of us wants to feel unique, like the brands we interact with actually see us. But when you're a company with millions of customers, the old ways of doing things, broad marketing campaigns, they just completely fall apart. It's kind of like trying to have a personal conversation through a megaphone. Yeah, it's loud, but nobody feels heard. And that's where things get really interesting. This brings us to Section 2, the AI revolution. This is the absolute game changer, the quantum leap forward that finally gives businesses the tools to solve that massive personalization problem. So what exactly is AI-powered personalization? Well, think of it like this. It's using machine learning to process just an ocean of real-time data. And we're talking about more than 150 different behavioral signals for every single user to give each person a totally unique experience all at the same time. This is so much more than just putting a first name in an email. This is about predicting what you're going to do next. And this really shows you the before and after picture. On the left, you've got the old school way, traditional segmentation. That's where you lump people into these big static buckets, right? One message for many. But on the right, you have the AI approach. It's one-to-one, it's dynamic, it's constantly predicting and changing. It's the difference between guessing about a crowd and truly understanding an individual. Okay, so the tech is cool, for sure, but does it actually make money? Let's get into the bottom line impact, because this isn't just some science project. It's a powerful business driver with an undeniable financial case. Let's look at 3 key stats. First up, a massive 25 to 35% increase in conversion rates. I mean, it just makes sense, right? When you show people exactly what they're looking for, at the exact moment they're looking for it, they are way, way more likely to actually click buy. And more conversions, well, that leads directly to this, an average of 20% growth in sales. And let's be clear, this isn't just shuffling money around. This is creating brand new revenue, simply by making the whole experience more relevant and effective for the customer. And this might just be the most important number of them all, a 25% improvement in customer retention. We all know it's way cheaper to keep a customer than to go out and find a new one, and personalization makes people feel valued, and that loyalty, that's what keeps them coming back. Okay, numbers are great, but let's make this feel real. We're going to move from these abstract figures to some very concrete examples from brands that have literally built empires on this exact concept. And you know who we have to start with? The company that basically wrote the playbook on this stuff? Amazon. Their recommendation engine it's legendary. It's the blueprint that pretty much everyone else has followed. Get this, 35%. Over a third of Amazon's colossal revenue comes directly from those recommended for you sections. That's not just a feature, that's a core pillar of their entire business model. It's wild. All right, next, let's talk entertainment. Let's talk about Netflix. They don't just stream shows. Their real genius is personalizing the entire discovery experience, all to keep millions of us from ever getting bored and thinking about hitting that cancel button. And look how deep this goes. They analyze everything you watch. They build a homepage that is completely unique to you. They even change the artwork, the little thumbnail for a show, to appeal to your specific tastes. So if you watch a lot of comedies, you'll see the funny poster. If you're a drama fan, you'll see the dramatic one. It's all laser focused on one single goal: reducing churn. And our final leader? Spotify. Their Discover Weekly playlist isn't just a feature, right? For so many people, it's become an essential part of their week. It's a beloved ritual, and it's powered entirely by AI. Just think about that for a second. Over 2.3 billion hours of listening, generated from a single AI-driven playlist. That's not just engagement. That's building a cultural phenomenon and creating incredible brand loyalty through some seriously smart personalization. Okay, that brings us to our final section, the road ahead. We've seen the why and the how, so now let's talk about what's next. We'll touch on implementation, future trends, and the really critical ethical questions this technology raises. So for any business out there thinking, okay, I'm in, what do I do? Here's the high-level playbook. It starts with having clear goals. Then you have to get all your data in one place for that 360-degree customer view. After that, you've got to make sure the experience is consistent everywhere. Web, mobile, email, you name it. And finally, and this is key, you never stop testing and improving. And the future? Oh, it's even more fascinating. AI is moving beyond just recommending things to actually creating personalized content, like an email written just for you. It's also getting so much better at understanding what we mean when we use voice or image search. And get this, it's even starting to recognize user sentiment, which could lead to far more empathetic interactions. But, and this is a really big but, with any technology this powerful, we have to take a step back and think about the implications. This incredible ability to understand and even predict human behavior, well, it comes with an immense amount of responsibility. It's a huge balancing act, right? On one hand, you've got these incredible benefits. On the other, some very real risks. Getting this right means sticking to privacy laws, constantly checking algorithms for any bias, and above all, being transparent with users and giving them control of their own data. Because at the end of the day, trust is everything. Which leaves us with this final, really important question. There's a very fine line between an experience that's perfectly personalized for you and one that just feels manipulative. As this technology gets even more powerful, figuring out exactly where we draw that line is going to be one of the most important conversations of our digital future.